Good morning. As many of you know, obviously the seniors particularly know, this is an important time of year for the whole student body. We've got final exams coming up, maybe the last round of tests for all I know. But basically we all feel and know at the end of the school year, this school year is close at hand, especially for the seniors, a time of memory, a time of looking back over their years. Today is their last week at school, and it's really kind of, it always is kind of a bittersweet time, but because you do have a little bit of, heavy heart as you look back and you think about the friends that you've made, and you think about even guys you've become friends with this particular year and how much that's meant to you. Not to mention teachers, coaches, mentors, and others. But it's also a time of real excitement, a time of new beginnings for the senior class. And we're looking forward to this last week and to capping it on Friday with Senior Day. The main points that I want to make this morning are really made directly to the seniors, but obviously they apply to the whole student body, because all of you will be sitting where they are today. You will be sitting soon where they are now. It's important for all of you, seniors in particular, it's important that you understand that as you go through this last week, you go through some of your classmates are in AP exams this week, and you go into regular exams next week, for those of you who have them, the graduation festivities. As you bring not only this year, but your 4 years at Jesuit to a close, I think it's important for you to realize and understand, and I think you know it, that your relationship with Jesuit doesn't end at graduation. So when you get that diploma at Ruth Eckerd Hall, that's not really so much a symbol of closure, of an end, as it is a symbol of a new beginning, of a real beginning. That's why they call graduation commencement exercises. It's the commencement of bringing forward into your life what you've learned here, but it's also the commencement of a new relationship that you have with Jesuit High School. You'll always be a Tiger, as the sign says in the cafeteria. And we'll always consider you a part of the Jesuit family. And obviously we want to stay involved with what happens in your life, with your achievements in college, with your developments in career, your marriage, your family, and so forth. A rich part of Jesuit life and Jesuit community life is sharing the joys and even the sorrows with our alumni as they go through life. So we want you to remain involved with Jesuit. Today I would like to recognize a very special member of our Jesuit family, a Jesuit alumnus. For years, John Oliva from the class of 1960 has been an active member of the Alumni Association. He served the school as an active member of the Alumni Council, as a member of the Jesuit High School Foundation, and he is a member of the Jesuit Hall of Fame. He also, most recently, has been a member of the Jesuit Steering Committee to help us put together a capital campaign to implement our strategic plan. Not least of all, he also happens to be the grandfather of Anthony Zucco. John's class, 1960, was the first class that spent 4 years here at Jesuit High School. They came in 1956 when the school was established on Hymes Avenue. They were the first ones to spend 4 years on the Hymes Avenue campus. As an active alumnus, John Oliva has invested fully in Jesuit's vision and strategic plan to increase our school's identity, to deepen our Catholic Jesuit identity, to enhance our academic excellence, to create a more robust and fruitful student life that develops you as leaders, and of course to ensure that our enrollment will always continue to serve the mission of Jesuit High School. Because his passion for preserving Jesuit's past, present, and future is so important to him, his wife Lydia, and his family, Mr. Oliva has generously committed at least $1 million to our strategic plan to advance Jesuit's mission. We are proud to recognize this great gift of John Oliva and to thank him for his many contributions to Jesuit High School and for his extraordinary leadership as a Jesuit alumnus. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating and thanking Mr. John Oliva of the class of 1960.
Share with you why Jesuit High School means so much to me, and I got to tell you that one of the reasons was that 7th 11:30 Mass I just went to, which I had forgotten was so special to me. And the other one was all this very flattering introduction that Father Hermes gave me, so thanks, Father. Well, gentlemen, I hope you agree with me that we're among the most blessed and privileged people on earth. We live in the greatest country in the world and have been afforded the opportunity of receiving the most complete, and I stress the word complete, education on the planet. Because what you will take away from here, if you so choose, is not only the academic tools to successfully continue in any institution of higher learning that you desire, but more importantly, you will receive, or you will have received, the spiritual guidance and development necessary to make a real meaningful contribution to a society that today more than ever is in desperate need of the Jesuit men for others philosophy. You will leave here with a formula for success and real happiness, and you will experience both of these if you continue to live, or conscientiously live and apply what you've learned here. Speaking from a personal experience, Jesuit had a super positive influence on me because of the teachers I had. Teachers that not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. In fact, as I grew older, I wondered if some of these guys had just gotten PhDs in psychology as well as theology. In time, however, I realized their mastery of psychology and talents for communicating was a gift from God and a demonstration of their genuine interest in each and every one of us individually. Because of them, we took away with us lessons to live by that are as vivid in my mind today as they were over 50 years ago. Little sayings like to show charity and compassion to one another is good, to do it anonymously is great. Or keep your priorities straight, guys, and remember, whatever you have acquired along the way, or whatever you have now belongs to Him. So manage it wisely or you'll have hell to play, or hell to pay, literally. Or just little simple things like, when in doubt, do what's right. I read this later on somewhere in a book that called Life's Little Instruction Book that a guy wrote for his son when he went off to college, and immediately thought this guy must have graduated from a Jesuit High School. I had the opportunity, I've seen these lessons applied by one of my heroes, a fellow student who graduated with me, Dr. Tony Zara. Class of 1960, received his medical degree and specialized in pediatric medicine. He had a very successful career, materially successful career in Atlanta, Georgia. Then, almost 30 years ago, he felt God wanted more from him. He listened and responded by selling everything he had and moved to Peru, where he purchased a large house in a drug-infested neighborhood and converted it into a combination home and infirmary, where he provides free medical attention and housing to children with birth defects or abandoned kids or just about the worst things that you can imagine. He has about 60-plus kids living there now, and he's one of the happiest people I know. So, you think he was paying attention here? Because I sure did. So where am I going with all this? It's really pretty simple. Like I said at the beginning, we are among the most blessed and privileged people on the planet. I know that God has blessed me beyond belief, and I know He's blessed you beyond belief because you're here. I attribute what I learned here as more responsible for whatever success I've enjoyed than what I learned anywhere else except maybe from home. And so I've chosen to apply what we all learn here and use some of the resources at my disposal to make a difference. Pass on the opportunity to others in the hope they will do the same. So I sincerely hope and pray each and every one of you gets as much out of the school as I did. I urge you to go out there and raise the standards, set the examples, and pass on this formula of living that you've learned here. And do all this with gusto and for the glory of God only. Believe me, guys, it's going to be the highest high you'll ever experience. Thanks for allowing me to address this convocation. It's been a real pleasure and an honor. And God bless all of us.
Let's get a fire clap for Mr. Oliva.